Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're doing all well today. I thought we'd take a look at a new little prologue demo that I ran across. Really fun, called Siege Survival Gloria Victis. This game's going to come out on the 18th in a couple of days. It is a medieval, it's definitely RPG, survival, definitely resource management heavy. It's medieval. The castle, town, village, whatever you want to, it doesn't show how big it is, so I'm not sure if it's a town or a city. We are basically getting attacked and have been attacked by Vikings or something of the sort, not quite sure. Everyone's getting slaughtered. We've pulled back. And so it's going to be, what can we do to the last of us that are alive, scavenge, survive, and make it out of here alive? It's made by Black Eye Games and Fish Tank Studio. It's pretty interesting, and in this, the very beginning, I'll show you, I'll do a new story. We only got one so far of, you got people you'll start out with, challenges, but your choices in this matter. And I mean, matter as in it sets the story up for you. And the choices you make is what you're going to have in the keep. So I'll let this set it up for us. As you can hear, the music is very enjoyable. It's very well. That nice crunch. The 6th day of summer, the year 1205, in the kingdom of Midland. We're just starting harvest when the Izmirs struck out of nowhere, catching us off guard. Horns of war sounded throughout Edring, and the smoke-filled city streets ran red with the blood of its citizens. The savage warriors from Kargald had invaded our home. The town guard fought bravely, but the Izmirs were too many. Before long, the raiders were in the main square, and the city center stood in flames. All we could do was send a messenger out to summon aid, while the outnumbered guards focused on protecting. Now, I chose the salvaging supplies. I'm going to choose differently here now just because I want to see the difference. But as you can guess, depending on what you pick, that's what you're going to get pretty much to help you out. Your choices are going to matter and what makes it to the keep. We're going to help the fleeing citizens. An act of selfless sacrifice, the guards gave their lives to aid the citizens. The survivors soon found shelter within the cold castle walls, safe from the slaughter for the moment. Those who could joined the castle crew to prepare the defense. The other one, most of the people get slaughtered, but we buy enough time to get food and supplies. The bloodshed continued unabated, street by street, square after square. The Izmirs overran the city, murdering anyone who didn't escape in time. Then they prepared their war engines, smashing the gate, connecting the town and the castle. We thought things couldn't get any worse when we glimpsed of a monstrous figure, which I chose just because the intro, the guy looked awesome. I was hoping I'd get to see him. You can take a guess I didn't survive long enough, so I don't know if he's there or not, or if he even is, with it being the prologue. So this time I'm going to choose the barracks was destroyed. See what happens. Anyone still able to carry a blade was ordered to ready themselves for defense of the Bastion. Alas, a tremendous boulder crashed down onto the barracks. The ceiling collapsed, killing and wounding many men still trapped inside. Our defense would be that much weaker. I don't like where this is going. We took shelter in the keep and took stock of the situation. Supplies were limited. No doubt the Izmirs would attack soon. The castle, the only part of Edring still uncaptured, was now under siege, and it was up to us to support our soldiers as they fight to stave off the enemy until relief comes. All right. Now, I'm interested to see, because you could do a mixture. You could find something that kind of works for you if you don't survive, and kind of work off of that and always make the same choices. So, and there might be even more choices once the game comes out. Like I said, this, just because it's a prologue demo doesn't mean that's it. All right, I'm going to skip through most of this. Or not skip it, but do it. You know, WASD, move your camera around. We have one character. As we get more, then you can use tab. Whoever is highlighted is what goes on. As you can tell, most of this stuff not interactable. Okay, so in here looks the same. Never did get a... Okay, so that wasn't available, and the pigs were not available. All right. You recognize the man before you as Bitrum, a local carpenter. You're relieved to see that he survived. It's clear, however, the events of the last day have scarred him in some terrible way. He just sits there, seemingly unaware of your presence, shivering and pressing his hand to his chest. Examine him. As you check him for wounds, you notice something in his tightly clenched hands, a small scorched doll. You suddenly realize this man has just lost his family. There's nothing you can do for this kind of pain. Still, perhaps a warm meal might snap him out of this state of shock. However, the kitchen was destroyed by Izmir, or by their trebuchets. You'll have to build a fireplace first. With all the debris around, you'll surely have no difficulty finding firewood or other useful materials. All right, now it's going to teach you here. This, let me pan around. This right here is the main gate. You know, village is out there. Behind us is the castle and the other stuff. They're gonna... Let me... Do we have a pause? Alright, I'm gonna slow it down as much as we can. They're gonna launch every couple of days whenever they're assaulting trebuchets over. Or, not launching the trebuchets. The trebuchets will be launching the boulders, and anything it'll give us when I try to build. There's a little area here. Trebuchets shots cannot hit. This wall is gonna block it, but anything you build down here stands a high chance of being blown up. Of course, each person, yep, with pile, take all. When you're in here, everything is going to be pulled into your supplies, and each person has, you know, I could be worried, I could be, you know, I'm fit, I could take damage while doing stuff, I'm healthy, I'll need to make sure that I'll need food ever so often, and different people have different needs and good at different things. All right, so yeah, I know. Yep, here it is explaining. It'll come from here. Anything in the blue section is safe. Anything in the yellow could get hit, might not get hit, could get hit one day, not another. You don't know. It's random luck. That now, last time I like to hide this back in here. While he goes up there to build, I should be able to click here, and it'll give you a little bit of information about each one, what they're good at. He's good at collecting, has better chances of finding stuff and not getting hurt, and he has a bigger than average backpack, which whether or not you can, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to find a bigger backpack, but I haven't run across one, so I'd hate to say yay or nay. put that back on a normal speed. That's normal speed, yeah. Alright. So we need a little bit of wood. Yeah, I know. Thank you. Thank you. I fix that. And there, you are on a bit of a timer. There is days, there's night. Let's see. All right, so that, yeah, that button doesn't work yet, so we'll point that out when we get there. It's here. Take all of that. All right. And whether or not, like, the storeroom can be blown up again. We had some rocks hit here, but it's not something usable, so maybe this can be blown up. I highly doubt it, but at least it can be upgraded. And we'll see ever so often they will try to rush it, depending on what we get, and give to what's left of the guards. Will help influence the sway of combat, which we don't actually see. We just see the leftovers. One bowl of soup. Let's give it to him. And maybe we can get him snapped out. Or not maybe, we will. Alright, he's still exactly where you left him, shivering and pressing the tattered doll to his chest. His eyes stare absently, pain frozen on his face. It's as though his mind just cannot escape what must have been his darkest moment. Give him some food. He barely notices your presence, but you manage to make him eat. Bite after bite, you can see the life coming back into him. Finally, he puts down the empty bowl and falls asleep. It's safe to guess that he hasn't once shut his eyes since yesterday. Let's let him rest. Beechram's recovery would be much better if he had even a simple bed, which you could build with materials lying in the streets. The gates connected to the city to the castle is damaged, but you recall there's a secret passage leading to the city market. You could use it and look for supplies under the cover of night. Wait a minute. Who's that man standing by the gate leading to the Bastion? Our buddy. Soldier standing before you is covered in blood, his eyes dim with exhaustion, the tunic on his armor torn to shreds. Only once he speaks, you recognize Galvic, experienced garrison member who known and liked by the citizen for his cordial attitude. He's stunned speechless by the loss of his aunt and nieces. Yet another blow falling on a man already exhausted, but there is no time to grieve. Izmir's will attack soon, he says. We must resupply before it happens. Then he reveals that a group of soldiers is searching through the city as well, but they still haven't come back. That's why he needs your help. What do you need? We need arrows, he says, quite a lot of them. Of course, it would take days to craft them by scratch, but how about the bowler's workshop in the city? That's your chance. Hurry, says Galvic. All our lives depend on you. Your supplies do too, actually. He returns to the Bastion. Alright, and here comes the second part, which... Alright. If we have multiple people, we'll get to choose and what they can and can't do. So we're going to go scavenge. Yep. And as we unlock stuff, yada, 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 here's what we have. You can drag and take stuff that you have, like torch, shovels, axes, anything you find. But of course, that limits your backpack space. We'll find interesting ways out of the keep and be able to pop out elsewhere. Right now, we're just starting here. And this begins the stealth. Yep. I'll show them. Give me a minute. All right, now WAS doesn't work on this. We're fixed camera. So we'll click, and as you can see, our walking gives off noise. If we double click, we'll run, and we make a whole lot of noise. We don't want to do that. First things first, let's get here. We'll take all that. Alright, you found the Bower's workshop. Needless to say, the Izmirs have been here. The building has been scorched and looted. Its owner hangs from a nearby tree, a dozen arrows stuck in his body. As you gaze on the destruction, a chilling wind reminds you why you're here. To find arrows for soldiers, only one way to find out. Let's get in there. You prowl through the devastated workshop looking for the precious arrows among piles of broken parts and burned out furniture. Time passes, but you can't find any. Just as you're about to give up, you spot a flash in the dark under a broken roof beam. Could it be? Yes, arrows for the Bastion defenders. You try pulling them out, but they seem stuck under the broken beam. You pull and pull until they're all yours. Suddenly, the dislodged beam collapses on top of you with all its weight. Pain shoots through your whole body. It takes you ages to get free. As you leave the workshop, you see something's changed. The bower's corpse has been taken down. An old woman leans over the body in the shade of the tree. She is sobbing, exhausted, and you guess she must be his mother. She had risked her life to cut her son down and bury him in a shallow grave. The woman struggles to move him, but she hurts herself with the axe under her belt. We're going to help her, or we're going to take the axe and leave. I'm still going to be a human. I'm going to help Barry. I chose this last time. I'm not worried about the axe. I know there's another one here. Would make it to where I wouldn't have to repair as much, but we're going to help Barry. The woman is startled to see you approach, but you see relief in her eyes as she realizes you want to help. Once the corpse is buried, she gives you a small sack and silently walks away in the dark. So we got some valuables, and we got 2 bundles of arrows. So now I'm hurt. All right, I need bandages and resting. I don't think I brought any bandages. No. I need at least 1 more cloth, and there is no zoom in or zoom out in this mode either. All right, so we'll take all that. How are we doing? We got 3 spots left. Wait, pick vegetable? No. Over here. We got stacks of that. All right, we'll take that since it stacks up. Yeah, if we come over here, we'll go ahead and do this. I know there's no people out here until I do certain things. All right, we're going to interact here, and this will show one thing. This is where the gate to the high city, the wealthiest district of the city, used to be. Used to be because the gate, struck by a trebuchet projectile, has collapsed in rubble. No doubt there was be good pickings on the other side, but it is possible to clear a passage. Alas, the rubble is compressed and blockaded by several collapsed ceiling beams. The way they are jammed, they can only be moved from the other side of the gate. Looks like the wonders of the famed high city will remain out of your reach. AKA, there's another way in there. Can you figure it out? And just like here, there's more areas, but I need to get a shovel to move that. Let's see, it's here. See if we got any cloth. We'll go ahead and take the fiber. I didn't double click that. Quit that. Alright, so that goes to 5. I can hold that. We're going to leave that because I'm going to bet most things stack to 5. Let's get over there. Actually, no. While we're here, we're going to burn this corpse because it actually does take a while. While that burns, we're going to go over here. And I cannot remember where in the world I found cloth last time. You can go there, you can go there. Oh, I used the torch. Oh. What we got here? 2 cloth. That. Let's get up here. Probably passed right by the cloth and didn't even notice. We got some. Let's take the carcass. You're not cloth. We're coming down here. That's good. Nope. Fixate. Whoop. Didn't mean to take that. Put that back. I need at least one spot for cloth. And once this stuff is, once you loot it and it's gone, it's gone. It's not coming back. You will need to get to another area and find more loot. Like that. That's a shortcut that will unlock us to the dock. Well, it won't unlock the dock. It's just like, hey, maybe if you can find something, ... you can get to the dock. There we go. Whew. Then you can always click this. It will run you back no matter where you are. The problem is you run at full speed, so be careful how you use that. Alright, the night was calm, but the enemy assault can come any day, and we must prepare. We should use this chance to help soldiers of the Bastion. So that'll warn you if there's going to be an upcoming fight. You don't have to empty your inventory once you're in here. It will do it automatically. Alright, seems Itram is feeling much better. The loss of the family has had a crushing impact on him that only time can fully heal. Somewhat. Nonetheless, finally, the carpenter has recovered from shock and is ready to rejoin the fight. It was Flint, right? He asked. I remember you visiting my workshop once or twice with Galvic. Thank you for your help. Now we should take care of the animals and find fresh water. Vitram is right. Fresh water is paramount. In a stroke of bad luck, the castle well took a direct hit from the trebuchets. Still, maybe if you clear away the debris, you might repair it. Somehow? You've got to give it a try. And here, yeah, you can send people off on multiple things. Yeah, this is a prologue. We're going to have Flint go here. Itram go here. And we'll go here. Yeah, he says, you can see he's good at fighting and he's good at building. Take all, and like I said, the tab will move back and forth. We say one person per one job. Take all that. See if Betron. Alright. You remove the debris blocking the well. Sadly, to no avail. The well's base has been crushed by the trebuchet's projectile. The shaft itself is blocked, and there's no way you could clear it out before dying of thirst. Perhaps you could find some portable water in the city market under the cover of darkness. It's risky, but that's the best chance you have. So now we're going to take him. We're going to go over here and see if we can get a bed produced. And there's that. There's him. Right. Yep. I know. All right. We'll let him build a bed since he can actually craft. All right. Now, here's this. As you can see, we can send stuff. This is the army. This is us. This is the invaders. The whole point is ever so often there'll be a battle. The more we send and reinforce them, we're going to lose troops more than likely. You can send armor, other stuff. It will lessen how much you lose. More likely, you're going to lose some. They're going to need food, drink, but you need it too. We are not going, to the best of my knowledge, need armor and weapons because you're stealthing this. You really don't want to get caught because I'm pretty sure they're going to smear any kind of civilian. There might be characters in other scenarios that are actually thieves, archers, warriors, I don't know. But for what we have to work with, no. Yep, I'll show them. All right, now we'll show what we can send to the Bastion. There's going to be a battle in one day. They have no arrows. They don't have enough melee weapons. We can't help with the melee weapons. We can send arrows. That's going to help it. See? It'll give them, like they've got +4 power, so it's going to be 35 to 35. And they'll be, we can't do it yet. They'll teach us later. They're going to need water food because they're starving, they're thirsty because they're just up there defending, fighting, keeping an eye on everything. We'll send that. Take all that from the rubble. Let's go check on the chicken. Whoop. No, 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 no. You check on the chickens. Alright. Animals, yep. Keep them happy. Stuff we need, like, say, fodder. There's that. We're going to feed them. We'll find food. We'll feed them. And ever so often, we can come over here and they will be eggs. So they'll get us eggs. Not sure what the pigs are going to give us because they're not in the prologue. Right, ooh, if we got you, let's go here. Do we have a bandage? Cloth. Makeshift bandage. All right, we're going to let him go over there. We're going to let him bandage himself up. Right. Bitchrum got the Bastion stuff sent, so it's 35 to 35. They have 1 wounded, 12 ready to fight. The morale is good, but they still need stuff. Nothing that, I've been taught to do yet. So, all right, so we got him. He's sad. All right, he is lightly wounded. We've got him bandaged, but he's tired. So we're gonna send him to bed. There we go. All right, now, this, we're going to skip until it's nighttime, because I don't really have, well, I guess I don't think I can build anything. We'll take a quick look. Got that, workbench, butcher. All right, let's, yeah, we'll be, I can't highlight yet. Looks like maybe a drying rack, stuff to feed animals, storehouse kind of stuff. Repair workshop, like the axe and the shovels and some other stuff we'll find. They do have uses. They will tear up. You will need to fix them. Butcher table, let's go ahead and make that. We're going to put it near the campfire, you just need the stuff here. It's not a huge, this needs to be near this needs to be near this, because as soon as you make something, it goes into the supplies. You just need stuff built. I have done this before. I know they're going to need food soon, so I'm going to need a butcher table to be able to butcher meat, to be able to cook it. I mean, that's... say, we'll need this and this to make ingredients. We can make fodder. Match that. What am I... oh, I've only got 1 rotten food. Okay. You gonna blink because I hadn't done that? Quit that. Thank you. We can't do anything else. What am I missing on the workbench? 5 wood. I'll get that soon enough. All right. He's not thirsty. He's not drink. He's just a little bit upset. So we're going to go ahead and skip to the night because can't do anything else. So yeah, I could have him come out. He'll tell me how many I sleep. So if I had multiple people, whoever's worst, I could put in the bed. Could have someone else sleep on the ground. It is what it is. Yeah. So I can only carry 8 things on him. We don't have a torch anymore, so we're going to send him out and start scavenging. Let's let you get it going first thing. Say, just in case you do or don't want to read it for yourself, when it comes just a single click, makes him or whoever walk like this, stealth-ish. Double click, you run like your life is about to depend on it. But you make, like I said, you make noise. And you will see the guys, they have a red aura around them, so even if you really can't see it, might see it over here on one of these passes, as they are patrolling. Once you... We need to search this one, huh? Don't mind if I do. Alright, there's a improvised shovel. I think I might try to dig a different place out this time. These barrels, maybe there'll be some water in the barrels. There we go. How much room have I got? One more spot. Last time I dug over on the far right, I'm gonna dig over in, let's see. No, I don't want to dig there. We're gonna dig up here. Or not dig, clear. Whoop, as you can see, that's his line of sight. So we will need to be careful. Yep. Undetected, aware of your presence, and run. I fixate now there will be areas where I can kind of get to. And I'll be like, hey, you can hide in these bushes. So there'll be new places now. Take all. If I can, yes, like this right here is lit up. I can hide in there. Is it? Oh, okay. Enter what appears to be an abandoned cottage. Inside, you find an old man in torn clothing or torn clothes sitting by the bed in the corner of the chamber. Someone is stretched out on the bed. Takes you a moment to realize the person on the bed is in fact a burnt corpse, half covered with some old sheets. The old man sitting by the bedside sobs uncontrollably. He seems drunk. The cottage is sparse, but you notice some of the man's belongings that can be useful. No, we're gonna let him grieve. Make your way out when the old man suddenly shouts, "Glory for Midland." You exit the building. When you take a look back, you see him leaving as well. He brings the corpse out, wrapped in sheets, and heads to the backyard to bury the body. Looks like he's moved past his darkest moment. Alright, I was kind of hoping we might get a... someone... Oh, let's see. Alright, we're full up on stuff. Let's head back to the castle. Let's run, because that guy wasn't in area, so... But yeah, I didn't go that way last time. That was actually pretty neat. I guess I didn't get close enough to anything last time on the other direction down near the docks. So, alright. The enemy assault approaches. You must get ready for the worst. The enemies are preparing to attack, and we need to support our soldiers to help them stop the assault. Let's start this day. That's right. We don't have anything yet. You need to go get water. You need to go get water. Oh, looks like we got some eggs this morning. All right. You go get our eggs. Once you have some of that. So I need something to eat. Here comes the siege. Yep, whoa, get it, go, whoa. Whoa. And we can not always guaranteed to have stuff in here or to even leave anything. It is a chance though. All right. Okay. And next, our arrow, after that's done, we'll fire some arrows. Don't hurt the piggies. We need, ooh, need the bacon. All right, the battle has ended. The defenders fought bravely and the enemies have suffered heavy loss. We lost 4, they lost 5. I didn't actually lose anything. All right. Whoa, 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 whoa. It was supposed to have been over. All right, it was a tough battle. We did it. We forced the enemy to withdraw from the walls with minimal losses on our side. We didn't lose any soldiers. We didn't have any guys wounded. They didn't damage the walls, and our guys are stable, but they used all the arrows. Like that. You go get the chicken. We're going to take you. You go to bed. We're going to take him. We're going to get him something to drink. All right, he is good. Now we're going to check in on the Bastion. All right, you can check on the Bastion. Yep, this is going to be where they would like fortification stuff, rocks, bricks, more gear, and whatnot. So send up some of them rocks to increase the fortifications where it makes stuff even harder. They want bandages. I don't think I can... I don't think can actually make bandage. Let me see if I'm missing something. Herbal medicine. Yeah, I would need to make this. I would need tools, which in turn you need this. So it's one of those find, build, send, which I don't think. Let's get you out here. I'm not gonna be able to wake you up. That's fine. I should have done this as much as I can, but yeah, that's... There's going to be a lot more to this. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff that I can't turn on yet because prologue, but the real thing will be out. As you saw, there are a decent amount of scenarios and other stuff, different people, different choices. You could have taken the lady's axe. I could have taken the stuff that was in there. I mean, it's just, there's lots of choices and each one can affect how easier it is for you or harder. It's like, I got nothing for being a good person for that one guy because he needed to grieve. I might have found something in his house. I've never made that choice before. There might not be anything in that guy's house, but that's one of the choices. So yeah, just be crafting and trying to get these guys up. I'm probably not going to make it. Okay, like I've got 3 days to get as much of this stuff, which this will be food and water, which I'll find out tomorrow that, hey, we're thirsty, and the whole point is, can we last long enough to get this down? Can we hold? Can I keep myself alive and them? Because yeah, they're going to want food, they're going to want water, but I need stuff myself. If I can't keep my two guys alive, I can't supply them. So sometimes might have to make the tough choices, might have to rob an old lady for an axe. Might need to use that axe on the lady to feed the soldiers. They don't know where the meat came from. It's well aged. They might like it. But if you like it, like I said, Siege Survival Gloria Victis will be out in of me getting this finally done will be out in roughly 2 days. So you like this, you want to give it a shot and see if you can fight off the hordes and see what else they have in store for you, give it a check over on Steam. Don't know, I'm not quite sure where else it'll be out. I'm pretty sure it will be on GOG and or Epic. Can't say for sure. Don't know. Didn't look. This was just it came across as like, hey, this is neat. I thought it was actually an RTS at first, but looks like there's going to be some armies and stuff. You can send them out and try to retake stuff by the screenshots. That'll be fun. But until next time, I thank you all for joining me and checking this out. If you do pick it up, I hope you enjoy it. And until next time, you all have a good day, good afternoon. And until then, I'll see you on the flip side.